Ladies and gentlemen, I'm parked at the base of a hill today, and I'm about to go do one of my favorite night hikes as the sun is slowly coming down. It's about 6:20 right now, and I got just a little bit more sunlight left, but by the time I get up to the top, it should be pretty dark, and hopefully I'll be able to get a pretty decent view. Okay, so I'm on the trail now, and it's gotten a lot darker since then, so we're kind of destined at this point to get the night view, be able to see over the whole city. They light the side of the hill because there's a giant eye up here, so I'm kind of able to see, but all the grass is still causing the trail to be really dark. This isn't the hardest trail, but it's reasonably steep once you get to the about halfway up, because you just charge straight up the mountain. They just stop doing switchbacks. I think it's only like half a mile, but the whole city's behind us. And when you get to the top, you get a look out over the whole thing. This is one of my favorite trails to do at nighttime because there's just enough light from the city and from the stars to be able to see, but it's nice and dark. And you still got to pay attention because there's rocks and stuff everywhere, but other than that, it's pretty nice. You can technically start this trail from halfway up. I just like to start at the bottom because it's not too hard until you get to a little bit steeper part, which is about what I'm about to start. They do have a staircase if you start halfway up to get to here. I'm at the steeper section now, where I start to get out of breath. The best part is, when you turn around, you get a little bit of a reward when you take a break. You get to see the whole city. That's where we're headed. I'm up at the top now, and since I light up these pillars, I can kind of be seen, and I can see a little bit, but you can see the whole city from up here. I like to come up here and just sit for a while, and I like just sitting in the quiet, looking down at the city. Kind of puts a new perspective on things, how small everything looks from up here. I haven't been up here in a little while, but it's one of my favorite places to come, especially in the middle of the night. You just think, get away from the chaos of everything that's going on in the day-to-day life. And just take a step back from the world. I also didn't just come up here for just to sit. Today is the 13th of February, which makes it the 44th day of the year. So I have 44 push-ups, 44 squats, and 44 pull-ups to do. And obviously can't do the pull-ups up here, but I'm gonna do the push-ups and the squats while I'm in a nice place. Now I probably can't do 44 in a set yet. Probably gonna just break it up into 10s, or I could break it up into 11s, do 4. Coming back from being sick, this is my first time actually doing the push-ups and squats, and it's starting to feel good. It's still feeling difficult, but it's not terrible. I'm finally getting my breath back, and it's, after being sick for so long, it became really apparent how much I take a healthy body for granted, and that's something I don't really want to keep doing, because it was just like so fast that your body just degrades and everything shuts down. You just can't do anything anymore, and we got a limited time on Earth, and I think it's important to take care of what we got and to really appreciate being healthy. Really appreciate being healthy when we can, and enjoying those moments with the world and people we care about. Got some more sets to do. Really fascinated me, not just how fast your body can degrade, but how long it takes for everything to come back. Because I've been like not sick for like a week now, a little over, almost 2 weeks, and it's brutal because it took 1-2 days for everything to be gone, and I'm still 2 weeks down. I'm still not back. And these push-ups and squats, I think now mean more than just a fitness challenge. I think they mean I mean, if I keep doing them, I'll be able to keep going on adventures and doing things that I love, rather than sitting at home on the couch in pain and just feeling terrible. Another reason I come up here, it's also kind of interesting to see how many people get pulled over, because I can watch the whole valley and you can see the police cars with their flashing red and blue lights just off in the distance. One over there, way out in the distance is another one. And then on the freeway there was a couple earlier. They left. I've been sitting up here for a little while and it's giving me some good time to relax, but I'm going to bust out my 2 other sets and then probably hike back down before it gets too late. I'm just getting ready to head back, and I just don't want to because I love being up here, but it's always fun hiking back down in the dark, because the uphill's a little interesting because you can't really see the rocks, but at least if you fall uphill. It's not as fun to fall and roll down the hill going down. So it always feels a little more technical, even though it's not the hardest hike. Climbing back down makes the world feel like it's zooming in, because it goes from being a little tiny, almost like a play set, and then it just grows and grows and grows until you become a tiny little person in a huge world again. Hiking back down puts the light in your face. It becomes a whole new challenge, because like you can see everything except for the trail, because it just goes from nice and bright to just pitch black. But help you slow down and enjoy the moment a little longer. I switched my form a little bit on the push-ups on my last 2 sets, from being a lot tricep focused to being more chest focused, and boy, am I still feeling it. I think that's something I'm gonna have to do more often, because I was able to bust out the first 2 sets, but then that 3rd set is just, 3rd and 4th are just killing me, and I was shaking the whole time. I'm almost back down to the ground, well, to the city level, and I'm starting to get that sense of accomplishment you get on that last mile, even though it's only like the last 500 or 600 feet, but I'm back down to the paved path. Okay, so I am back in the car, and see how far it was. It's not going to be accurate because I didn't save the work, or it started until I got to the, guess it won't tell me. 1.28 miles. Oh, never mind. Thought it was the elliptical. But I made it back to the car, and I'm not going to skip out on those pull-ups. I'm about to go hit the gym and take advantage of one of the luxuries I like of the Planet Fitness massage chairs. And then I'm probably going to head home after that and enjoy the rest of my night.